Hello and welcome back to Unnamed Cocktail Show, a cocktail show for people who want to learn how to drink better. We are back for Season 2, the Core Cocktail Redux. In our first 6 episodes, we looked at 6 of the cocktails that form the backbone of modern cocktail recipes: the old-fashioned, martini, daiquiri, sidecar, whiskey highball, and brandy flip. That core list comes from the Cocktail Codex, the second book from Death & Company, an amazing New York cocktail bar. In Season 2, we're going to branch out from those classics and see what we get when we make changes to those core recipes. We'll end up with other classic recipes, riffs on old favorites, and sometimes even a brand new drink. This episode, it's the Old-Fashioned Redux. Now, our original old-fashioned recipe uses bourbon, simple syrup, Angostura, and orange bitters. For the first cocktail today, we're going to explore what happens when we swap out the core liquor and make a vodka old-fashioned. Changing from bourbon to vodka takes this classic fall-winter drink and opens it up to a bright summer-spring offering. So to start off with, we need a nice vodka. As always, it's best to rely on your own taste to find something that you feel works well. I'm using fair quinoa vodka today, but any smooth, mild-flavored vodka will work. Ideally, you want to use something that could be sipped on the rocks, as the vodka is the star of the show here. So, we're going to grab our mixing glass and crack some ice into there. Then we're using 2 ounces of our vodka. Next, we want somewhere between 1/4 and 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. As always, adjust to your taste level for sweetness. And then our final ingredient is 2 dashes of Fee Brothers celery bitters. This is going to introduce a bright vegetal flavor to the drink, making it a perfect spring-summer cocktail. Now, give it a stir, remembering to throw the ice around the edge of your mixing glass. We don't need a full chill on this since we will be pouring it over an ice cube. Now grab your julep strainer and strain the drink into your glass. And then, since we want a nice bright feel, I like to garnish this drink with a lemon peel. Express the peel over the glass, releasing the oils, and then you have a lovely, bright, spring-summer vodka old-fashioned. You can switch out the liquor and bitters as you please to create all kinds of new variants. I've used mezcal, rum, gin, etc. with this base recipe. Just remember to taste and adjust your flavors so they mesh well. So, we've made drink number 1. Let's move on to drink number 2, the hot toddy. This is my go-to feel-better drink. If I'm ever feeling under the weather, sore throat, cough, and I just need something to cut through all of that, this is my choice. I like to start with a little bit of honey in the bottom of the glass. I typically measure this by eye because, as always, the amount of sweetness desired varies heavily from person to person. Add a splash of water right away, and then give it a little stir to make sure that that honey is incorporated thoroughly. Next, we grab an ounce and a half of the liquor of your choice. Today I'm using Old Forester bourbon, but any dark liquor works well: whiskey, brandy, rum, etc. After that, we top off the mug most of the way with hot water. At this point, I like to add a few dashes of Angostura bitters. The bitters will add a nice aromatic spice to the drink and give a gentle, cozy flavor as well. Give it a quick stir to make sure everything is integrated, and then we're going to grab a lemon wedge as both a garnish and to add a little acidity to cut through everything. Honey and lemon is great for a sore throat. The lemon cuts through the gunk and the honey coats your throat and helps soothe any soreness. You can also add ginger or a cinnamon stick to this. The recipe will take just about any spice, especially baking spices, really well. So that is our first journey into the extended family of the cocktails we looked at in Season 1. Hopefully you can see the possibilities of playing around with these base recipes. We will be exploring a lot more in the coming weeks as each drink gets its own redux, looking at the extended family and variants. From there, we will be able to branch out and experiment a little more and start creating our own original drinks. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.